Okay. Hello, everyone. Yeah. No, people still. Can you hear me well with these things? Okay, awesome. No worries. You finish your coffee. It's totally okay. So, thank you for being here. That's actually, it's quite weird that you hear me, right? Because I see all this noise. And you hear me, right? That's perfect. Awesome. So, I don't speak Swedish, but I will try to talk with you about the modern deployment on Windows. I am Ovi. I am from Spain, but I work for Microsoft Western Europe. I am responsible, together with my colleague Michelle over there in the Heights. We are responsible for schools all over the 12 countries in Western Europe. Sweden is one of them. Today we're going to take the leap and going to do a live demo. Demos are always tricky. You know that even our big people, Bill Gates and stuff, they have these blue screens during the demo. Keep your finger crossed that it doesn't happen here. But what I'm going to show you is that we're going to try to get what teachers and student needs. And at the end of the day, I've been teacher for 15 years in Spain. At the end of the day, what we want is that a student, in this case 8 years old, I know because it was my son, it is my son, is able to open the device, put their credentials, and start working. That's it. We don't want any techie thing. We don't want, maybe the teacher is not techie enough to do some bacon fix. We want everything to be automated, but without limiting the potential of having a computer in the class. Because if we have a computer in the class because we want to take the most out of it, we don't want to trim the experience just for the sake of, I don't want to have problems, right? So today I'm gonna try to explain you what happened with the modern Windows 11 and Windows 11 SE. Have you heard about SE? Okay, I will tell you. You will tell me how it looks like in the real life. If I give you, you're my student, and I give you a device, what do you have to do with the device? Okay, so let's get started. Finger crossed, I said. Okay, I have here two devices, 1 and 2. They are virtual, sorry for that. And I'm gonna open the box and start working with them. So the first thing you see is that, and he can tell that I already did yesterday this. I reset the devices and I open up. Is that true? No, come on. So this is the first screen. And the first thing you see is that it already recognized my school. This is I'm really bad with logos. Sorry for that. I'm not a marketing person, but this is my school. The device already recognized to which school it belongs. Do you know how this is possible? Have you heard about a technology called autopilot? This is because autopilot. Because HP, our best partner, he says, hey, this device, not this one, sorry. This HP device belongs to this school. So when a student opens the device, transparently, welcome to your school. Put your credentials. And the good thing is that if you get lost in translation, if I send it to Örebro or to Kiruna and it got lost, nobody outside my school can log in the device. It's completely useless if I have the credentials. So you're gonna do that. As a student, I'm gonna log in, okay? Okay, now my fat fingers. Okay, and I'm gonna do it again here. Okay, so this is what a student do. They know their credentials, their identity. And what we want is that this is the only time, first and only time, they need to put any credentials in the device. What I'm doing, sorry for the techie stuff, I'm logging in Azure Active Directory, the most secure platform in the world for students. And that is where everything connects, not only Windows, but Teams, Microsoft, Office, everything I need is already connected. I already put credentials, that's it. no more. So now, as you see, the device is on. Have you seen this accept these terms thing? No. Have you seen this, I'm going to take your location? No. Why is that? Because autopilot is a company, which means that the school, the municipality, is responsible of accepting that data because the device belongs to my municipality. So the student doesn't have to do it, or the teacher. Now, the deployment is done. I don't have to do anything else. My account is already created, so I don't need the tech people create my account online, on-prem, and everything is done. I haven't done anything else. Okay, now I am the techie guy, and I need to start doing something with the device, which is allow or block the camera, install those apps, allow a USB stick or not, whatever I want. And this is done by Intune for Education. Intune for Education is our management console. So every IT people, even if it's a teacher, but what happened in the school, are you a teacher? Are you all of you a teacher? Or none of them? No? No teachers here? Okay, a little bit, okay. So a teacher sometimes is the responsible to deploy things. Maybe they are not very good at technical. So that's why we created this. Look at this. I'm gonna start doing something with the groups in my school. I have here all the groups already created for me, and I'm going to apply something for all the students. And I'm going to say, okay, for my students, I want them, I don't know, I'm going to say accounts I need. Okay, I'm going to block adding other account that it was not Microsoft. Super technical stuff. Done. I'm going to deploy this app. So I have a Windows app here. Okay, so I'm gonna add Office. Done. So we simplify the experience of a teacher, of an IT admin. Sorry, here we go. Of deploying things. So listen to this. We have a device that is completely a Windows 11 device with all the beauties of it. But it's easy to manage and easy to deploy, and we are not trimming down the experience. We want them to use Office. We want them to use the good stuff. So that's the way we do it. Okay, now hopefully my devices are already working. Let's see. Okay, yes, here they are. I need to connect again, sorry. This is one of the cons of having a virtual device, but I just need to put my password here and here. But it takes 2 seconds, sorry for that. Okay, okay, so here we are. We have a device already deployed. This is my virtual device. This is not my physical device, okay? Have you ever seen Windows 11 before? Yes. Yes? No? Yes? Okay. Do you miss something here? Do you see something different? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the screen. Do you see something that is usually not there or is supposed to be there, but it's not there? Okay, you don't have microphone. I will, okay. For example, I see some apps already installed. So Minecraft, Flipgrid, Outlook, Whiteboard. It sounds like a very educational ones, right? Let's go to the other device. Okay. Remember the first one? Do you see any difference? For example, I see the store here, right? I see the settings. I see not educational stuff. This is a Windows Pro device. This is the whole Windows, the strong one. You have installed, you can do whatever you want. The other one, oh, sorry. This one is a Windows SE device. So what is the difference? Okay. As you see there, first thing, we don't have a store. So the students have no way of installing anything. Only can be done by Intune. So only the IT admin is able to install things in the device remotely. Remember how I installed Office? Just click there, boom, automatically goes to there. They cannot run anything like it could be tricky. For example, CMD. I'm a hacker. I'm gonna log in here. No PowerShell, no CMD, anything. More things. I'm gonna log in into the Explorer. You see something different here. Where is my PC? Where is C? I don't have access to that. I only have access to OneDrive, which means that for a student, all the documents they're already working in before, they're already there because they are in OneDrive. They have Teams, they have Office, they can start working right away. So in front of you, believe it or not, I deploy a full Windows completely under control in 10 minutes, and the students are ready to go because the credentials are already there. I don't need to put my credentials again. I am already there as a student, and everything that the IT department prepared for me is going to come automatically to my device. How is this possible? Because we created an operating system based on Windows 11 and the whole thing, but we streamlined for students. How? It requires a less powerful device. I have in a 464 device, you can run this operating system with no problems. You don't require 8 gigs of RAM or 16 gigs of RAM. It takes the price room down. Nothing can be spoiled because as I don't have any control of it, I cannot break it as a student. But at the same time, I have pre-installed, sorry, I cannot do it like this, okay. All the educational apps for you. So if you have Minecraft, if you have Office, you can work on that. We are not trimming down the experience. I want a cheap device that cannot be spoiled, so I'm gonna offer you this little device that you can do anything with that. No. We want to keep them working with the full Office. And the full Office that is gonna come here is gonna be full Office. I'm not saying that we're gonna give you a mobile version of it or something. It's the full Office. So long story short, we managed, finally, we listen to educators, we listen to our partners and say, hey, we want the Windows experience, but we don't want all cumbersome processes of deploying a whole big device with all the possibilities. We wanted something streamlined. And this is why Windows 11 SE came into terms. So you will see now that everything is going to happen. It takes a while. Our connectivity here is not as good as it used to be in school, but so it takes a while. But you see here, now we have Minecraft running, and then you will see the icons of Office coming automatically because I install it from Intune for Education. You will see it there. So, any question? So, for example, okay, I'm gonna take your question. For example, it works online. Yes, it's basically cloud. OneDrive, Intune connected, yes. But it works offline, yes. Because once I log in, I have my account there. Once I log in, all the Office apps will be installed. It will take a while because of the connectivity, but all the Office apps will be here. So I can still working with full Word, full Excel, full PowerPoint here. What about the rest of things? Well, we have Edge browser. Edge browser is a Chromium based. So all the Chromium apps that you used to run on Chrome, you can also run it here. So for example, if you go here, I have seen that I have installed CleanChamp. CleanChamp is a web app. So as we have Edge Chromium, all the web apps can run exactly. So we have the beauty of a cloud device, you see? It's a web app running because Chromium Edge allows that. But Office, Minecraft, Flipgrid, Whiteboard, all the beauties of Microsoft Education. And again, I don't have to log in again. You see, I am here. So I'm already logging in. I have my favorites. I have my files. I have everything because everything is in the cloud. So you will see here that it will appear a favorite bar saying my, how do you call it? My municipality shortcuts. Why? Because the IT admin deploy it to all the students. So yes, it works online. Yes, it works offline. Some other questions? Did I miss something? Do you want, please ask questions. If you have to, I mean, if you have any. What else, Michelle? What can I say? I think the demo was even better as it was super quick. I expected to at least 10 minutes, but I ran of the demo. So, guys, do you want to say something? Oh, very good one. Okay, yes, very good one. Okay, imagine that I have a mixed environment. So we want our teachers to have a full Windows, right? With the full beauties of it, or even the secondary students. But we don't want the primary students to have it. How are we going to manage that? Do I need two platforms? No. If I go to Intune, and if I select, okay, I'm going to cancel this. If I select the group of all the students, if I apply something, for example, I want to block the camera to all the students, as we have Windows 11 in the back, nothing happens. It goes there, block the camera, done. But then I also applied one app that is not compatible with Windows 11 SE. Okay? So it will deploy to Windows 11 Pro, but it won't happen in Windows 11 SE. So I don't have to think, okay, I'm going to do this for them with this for that. The system automatically will understand if it's a Windows Pro or if a Windows SE. That's it. It's perfectly compatible. Yes. Have you ever worked with Intune? Yes. Okay. So you have heard about Intune for Education? Okay. So just for everybody to be on the same page, we have Endpoint Manager, the big Intune, the hard techie stuff that we all love. We all geeky guys person, we love that. But for teachers, we put a layer on top of that. It's not a different program. It's nothing different. It's just a layer that simplifies the experience. So let me show you how simple it is. We have this Launch Express configuration. We're going to launch it. And look at this. Imagine I am IT admin. I haven't decided if I'm going to go with the X360 or with the X Pro. Okay? So can I start managing my devices? Yes. Get started. Select the group. I'm going to select the group of this school. And I'm going to select the teachers in this school. Next. And then I'm going to install apps. So I have a catalog of apps. So what I need to do is just click here to install. You see here. Click here to install. That's it. And then I'm going to go next. And we selected, a lot of customers ask us, do we have like the required settings for education? Like the basics, do we need to start from? Yes, it's 5 categories. These 5 categories are specifically created for education. So for example, if you go to user experience, by default, we block this because most of our schools require them. But if I want to unblock the camera, block. Next, saving settings, done. That's it. Big Intune is working behind, but the experience, if I want to start with more groups or I'm done, is super easy. Okay? So team, this is what I wanted to show you. Long story short, we have means to deploy full Windows, easy with Autopilot and Intune for Education. So as your partner, you can go to Intune, go to Autopilot settings, and put these devices easy to deploy. Second thing, we can manage with Intune, push apps, block configurations. And third thing that I want to say today is that don't worry if you want to go to primary schools and you need a more focused environment, because we just launched Windows 11 SE. You have already in your market that is tailored for that. It's going to substitute Windows Pro. No. Windows Pro, we will be there, but we're expanding our portfolio to other profiles, other personas in your organization that need this streamlined solution. When? Okay, so when do you see SC in your country? So HP and others, not ourselves. When? Okay. Oh, yes, a very good one. Okay. Imagine most of the municipalities in Sweden are licensed by Microsoft, right? They have A3, they have Intune already there, okay? If you want to have a primary student in a municipality that is already licensed, go with Windows SE. Why is that? Because nothing extra is required. You put the device on the table, you open it, and with your credentials, if you have the license, done. You don't need to buy an extra license for this device. You don't, nothing, because they have the credentials, first condition, and they have the license, second condition. If you have, okay, I don't want to get into the specifications of the licensing, right? But if you don't have a license, we have another options, but I'm gonna stop there. I don't wanna go very deep. But when to have Windows SE? In every municipality is already licensed, and they have Office 365 they are using, they know the user password, and they want to have this easy way to start using computers. Will be super quick. I want to give you all the details, but super quick, how you can decide to go 11 SE. And for me, well, you see the apps are coming. For me, will be it. I believe that I give you some new ideas and presented how we want to do. I'm gonna, Michelle and myself and the rest of the Swedish team, Charlie, and we're gonna be here the whole day. If you have more questions, please ask us. Thank you very much for coming. It was super weird and cool at the same time talking with you. Thank you very much.